morning, entrepreneurs, and welcome to show number 85. I am Kim White. I'm the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team, and I am joined by one of my favorite humans on the planet, and that is Jill Olish. She is the founder of Mama Outspoken. She is the executive team leader of My Sexy Business team, and I have a whole list of things that I'm going to be talking about for Jillo today. Jillo, welcome to being the co-host today, and I can't wait to get this party started.
Good morning. I'm very happy to be the co-host this morning. Excited to talk all about the things we have going on in the show today. But first, I wanted to tell everyone watching who the show is for. So GME is for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs, as you just heard, but really it is for those who are well into their entrepreneurial adventures, those who have not started but are toying with the idea of it, those who are getting their toes wet and trying it out, as well as those who already are doing it on the side. So keep watching to get your inside scoop of what other entrepreneurs are doing.
Love it, Jill. Love it.
But we have our first segment that we're going to roll into, which is most of our favorites here of the hosts who come in, and we get to see really those behind the scenes numbers for the entrepreneurs. So we'll head over to Entrepreneurland.
I love Entrepreneurland because it represents the adventure that all of us are on. And today's theme for the show is choosing the right tools. We're going to be talking during the show about several tools that are our favorites, and we just want to put that out there up front, things that have saved us time or money or even bandwidth. But I'm going to call an audible. I just want y'all to know I'm calling an audible right out of the gate, which doesn't surprise anyone in the green room, by the way. And I'm going to play something because this show is actually dedicated to one amazing human, and I am going to hit play, y'all. So just hold on and see if I can do it right. You know, sometimes it's not right, but I try. Here we go. So let me just say, we are celebrating, and I think this is a big deal. We are celebrating. Jillo actually started on the team 4 years ago this month. And so, I'm sorry, no, it was 4 years ago last month.
Yeah,
I just got it wrong.
That is the first.
But here's the thing. There are some people that come into your lives and they come in for a minute. And there are some people who come into your lives and they make a big impression and then they're gone. Jillo's made a big impression on a lot of lives and she's still here. And I have to say, that's one of my favorite bits, Jillo, is that we've already been through so much. I can't imagine the next 4 years. But I look at all the things that have been accomplished because you were tenacious and didn't give up on things. How many things have happened for you and your business, but how many things have happened for the community? because you're here. So happy 4 years, headed into 5 years for being on the My Sexy Business team. And I love you and I am grateful for you.
Oh, thank you so much for that celebration, because this team is worth the longevity of what we have here. So I wouldn't be here still today if I didn't have great people surrounding me from this team and an awesome mentor. So thank you. And thank you for spotlighting me today.
Ambushing you, just so everybody knows. Jill had no idea. This is called an ambush, not a... So, well, let's head into one of the most important segments, I think, of the show, which is the numbers, so that people can see what happens in a very short time, because we're coming up not even to the 3-year mark yet. And these numbers have happened in that little of time. So let's head over to the GME Chronicles.
Thank you, Kim and team. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the GME Chronicles. My name is Jill Olish, and we have some updates for you today, November 1st, 2024. The GME Chronicles is the celebration of moving the needle in our businesses, and we want to share these numbers out loud with you to show what is possible when coming together. Last week included 4 Pilates classes with Kat, as well as her 3rd annual Small Space Pilates Halloween soiree, Mama Outspoken Village gathering with myself, rounds 28 and 29 of Fire Up Mastermind, the last 2 sessions of Showtime Mastermind, and 2 sessions of Groundwork Brigade. Congratulations to those who completed round 3 of Showtime Mastermind. We look forward to a new round in 2025. Kat posted 1 new blog, Linda posted 1 new blog, and My Sexy Business posted 1 new blog, plus went live with show number 84 of GME. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a show or clip. 4 new podcast episodes dropped last week. Go give them a listen. We had Sisters in Service with episode 168, Mucked Up My Self-Care with episode 79, 515 Interview Leadership Series with episode 39, and Late Bloomer Living with episode 203. On Clubhouse, Kim and Adam hosted the My Sexy Business Not Creepy Room on Wednesday, and we had the 11th Walk and Talk with the Community on Thursday. You can connect with the Roving Reporters through the GME directory. Just go to mysexybusiness.com/GME and you can connect with your favorite Roving Reporter there. Last week's number of 22 brings the grand total to 5,884 amazing things done collectively by this community since December of 2021. We look forward to more updates coming up next week. If you are ready to join in on the fun around here, you can find us coming up at Sticky Note Time Guided Weekend, the Age Agitators Club, Groundwork Brigade Open House on November 6th and 7th, and save the date for Hope to Hope on November 22nd. Back to you in the GME studio.
Cheers to the numbers, Jillo. I cannot believe those are the numbers.
Yeah, that number is humongous. 5,000, almost 6,000 things in that short amount of time. Absolutely incredible.
And it all started with 0. We have to point that out. Everybody has to realize you can do these things too. And that's one of the reasons we want to celebrate with you. We want you to know you can do these things too. Now, Jillo, I have my boss cup I was given, and I laugh because I'm bossy. They forgot the Y. That's what I say all the time. But I love my mug. This is something my little daughter-in-law gave me, and I love this. But I'd like to hear yours, please.
Sure. So this is the cup that I had received when I was newly postpartum, and it says, "I am beautiful, I can do this, and I am enough." It was definitely a message I needed to hear very early in those days.
And all is true. Let me just say that. We want to give a quick shout out to our birthday girl, Angel Lavecchio. Angel Love, happy birthday. We love you and hope that they treat you well for your birthday. We'll just say that.
Well, let's continue on and head over to our next segment from our sponsor with Sisters in Service podcast by our Kat Corchado. It's Military Minute.
What can I do to support someone who is transitioning out of the military? What can I do? And is it something that someone that is a veteran, because I feel like a veteran's on such a higher level than I am, that would...
No, Kim, that's wrong.
I feel like it's true, Kat. Like, here's the military, and then here's me. Like, I'm over here. So how could we help someone transitioning?
Well, I think initially there's really not a whole lot you can do. It's after someone who's transitioned has gotten their feet on the ground a little bit. They have their job, their kids are settled, all this other stuff that we have to get together. And then that's when we start to go, wow, where is everybody? Where are my veteran sisters, my veteran brothers? How do I start a business? How do I get this? How do I do a nonprofit? So when we start asking, putting that kind of information out there, I think it helps veterans a lot because there's so much information out there. I mean, what do you do when you go in the bread aisle? What, do your eyes glaze over and you just go, that one looks good, and you just pick one? There's so many different types. That's what happens to a veteran. There's so many resources out there that you just kind of go, I'll just walk away. It's like drinking from a fire hose. But when someone has the courage, and I'm talking about a civilian, to talk to someone as a person, again, understanding where they've been, finding out where they want to go, understanding that as a veteran, they bring so many things to the table, and acknowledging that. And then the veteran takes the side and they kind of go, oh, finally, someone gets it. And I think that's what happens to us. That's what happened to me.
Kat brings so much to the table. I don't even know where to start, Jill. I love the Military Minute.
Yeah, it's definitely a good segment. And I actually have a cousin who just came home from the military and is transitioning to civilian life. So this is super helpful for me now to take and bring it home.
I love it. Well, Kat was talking about the overwhelm of all the things, and we want to go really quickly into something we usually don't talk about out loud a lot, but I do want to talk about the overwhelm of picking a platform for your website, for your email list, for all the things that you have to do in your business. And we are coming out loud. Let me just say this. I am a raving fan and a raving affiliate. I'm going to call it, like, I want to be very upfront about that, for Kajabi. I have been with Kajabi for over a decade, and I want everyone to know that that is our all-in-one platform of choice. And so we just want to put a quick plug in that if you have been overwhelmed or couldn't choose which bread or which website platform, let us know, because we actually have a community called Website Royalty that if you use our affiliate link, you actually get put in the Website Royalty community to ask all of your questions. And Jillo is amazing at, like, checking the questions and doing all the things. We do a weekly answering of the questions, and then once a month we actually do a live. So I think it's really important to know that's a bonus that you get for using our link. But if you've ever thought about using Kajabi, let me just drop this little bomb out there, because it's a big deal. For the next, I think it's 10 days, Kajabi is actually half price for the whole next year. I know everybody's like, oh, can we just like stop and re-sign up? But that's not how it works, y'all. But we want to make sure that you know about it, because I've been with Kajabi since the beginning, and I have never seen that great of a sale. So if you all have been toying with the idea, now's the time, I'm going to tell you, and let us know so that we can get you into website royalty so you can actually build your things, and we'll be right there with you.
Perfect. I love it. It's one of my favorites that I've ever used. So please get on us and ask questions. But I'd like to head over to a Kajabi user, our friend Linda, who is the other half of my podcast that I have with her for Mucked Up My Self-Care. And I love having conversations with her. So let's go head over to her segment about conversations and storytelling for entrepreneurs.
Linda Bonney is a master storyteller, conversationalist, creative writer, podcast host and producer, published author, summit leader, and GME Roving Reporter.
Thanks, Kim. Today, I want to challenge you with something: your entrepreneur story. If you want to preserve your entrepreneur journey, start writing things down now. Find a central place where you can write down prominent events or even just little moments in your life where you have achieved success or learnt from a failure and really celebrated with alongside others. Maybe it's the people you've met. Maybe it's something that somebody has said to you that's really resonated and brought joy to your heart. Even small memories can make invaluable treasures for future. And these are important to think about when passing on the journey to others and also sharing those stories online. I believe every single day has a story-worthy moment. And even the smallest thing can be a really big thing to another person. So start writing down those small little tidbits today. And I'll see you on the other side. Back to you in the GME studio.
Linda is amazing with her storytelling. And if I hadn't been podcasting with her for over a year and a half now, I don't think I would have the conversations that I have today. And I love now that she is writing, being voluntold to write as many as they are, but writing these blogs that she's put on her website. It is, one, a great read, and two, completely inspiring in a creative way, because they just really draw you in. So if you are a reader, and Kim, I know you're a reader and you love her blogs also, it's highly recommended that you go check out her website to go read those blogs.
So I think Linda's storytelling in print is her blogs. I think that that's like the translation of it, because she tells great stories. And I want to remind everyone listening about what a blog is for. It's all the facets of you. Sometimes you concentrate really hard on your, website for your business things, but your blog can actually highlight who you are. And so I love all the styles of Linda's blogs.
Does have a variety.
She does. And Jillo is definitely, these two, I just want to take a second because this is to highlight Jillo today. But Jill and Linda have been the amazing collaboration duo for podcasting, but it transfers more even into being mamas and entrepreneurs at the same time. So I do want to head over to Jill's segment on Mama Entrepreneurs, but I still want to say one more thing. Jill Olish, I want to point out to you that I know you had no idea what you were signing up for 4 years ago, but I feel like you have inspired all of us to take chances and to do things that, it was scary at first, but you have done so many amazing things. And I think this segment is just proof of one more. So let's head over to Mama Entrepreneurs. Jill Olish is the ambassador of moms, founder and leader of the Mama Outspoken Village, published author, podcast host, executive team leader of My Sexy Business, host of the Vision Board Party, associate producer, and GME Roving Reporter.
Thanks, Kim. So we get into a routine. You know, the school season starts out really well. We are dropping our kids off, picking them up. We got our core work hours in between, and we were able to get things done again. And it feels so good. And then you're hit with a day where everything is changed. Your whole day is scrapped. You no longer have it. Were you planning for that change, or did it sneak up on you? Because my days that end up being changed usually just sneak up on me, whether it be another team member who has something happen on their end and I have to step in for them, or my son gets to stay home sick because he's been sick all night and does not feel good. Those never are planned for, although I can make sure that my calendar is constantly ready for me to switch things up and that I have a team that I can lean on for when those tough times come by. Plus, I get to work different hours throughout my day. I wouldn't technically need to work from my 10 to 4 little spot. I can work at night then, or I can see if things really can be pushed off to the next day when I might be having less chaos happen. So don't feel discouraged when you have these things come up where they sneak up on you and make your whole day just a little bit more chaotic, because you're doing what you love. You are here in the moment, and you are going to be okay and get everything done that needs to be done. Back to you in the GME studio.
I love it. You've got such great wisdom. We all laugh and say we wish we would have had a Jill when we were like young and having babies ourselves, because Jill has brought so much wisdom to just being a mama, being flexible enough to have those scheduled changes. So thank you for sharing that, Jill, and thank you for sharing your story with the world. Because of your courage of sharing your story and the traumas that went along and your healing journey in your book, Mama Outspoken. It is an amazing book, an amazing read. If you're a mama to be, you know, a mama, you like, anyone qualifies. Can I just say that? Anyone qualifies to read this book. And there are excerpts from her husband, Bobby, who also has like things to say about the journey they've been on. And it's a very good book, Jill, and I am proud of you for putting it out in the world.
Thank you so much for saying that, Kim. I'm proud of it, and I can't wait for that book to reach the hands it's meant to be reaching. So
if you don't already own a copy, get a copy to maybe pass it out even. Go to Amazon. Just saying.
Well, one of the next people that we are going to go over to is someone who does say that she wishes she had a Jill quite frequently. But our Donna Bender and her segment for surprise and delight marketing. Looking forward to seeing what's happening in that world today.
Donna Bender is a master givologist, branding product strategist, corporate marketing trainer, published author, host of The Big Show and Tell, summit leader, and GME Roving Reporter.
Eureka! Oh, thanks, Kim. This is Donna Bender coming to you today as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. Today's surprise and delight marketing segment is about a discovery I've made. Yes, I found the perfect formula to make your clients and employees feel appreciated on the World Science Day. But don't worry, you do not need to memorize anything like in chemistry class. There is some logic here. You see, my dear fellow scientists, appreciation is a proven theory, not a hypothesis. And today, I am here to remind you that recognizing wacky holidays like World Science Day is a wonderful way for creative and brilliant minds to celebrate the people who make your business a success. So here's a little experiment you might try out for yourself today. Surprise one of your clients or more with a little something special today. A note, a phone call, an email, a small gift. Trust me, This is one of my secret ingredients in my special formula to build long-lasting relationships and build client loyalty. No need to be skeptical. There is a science to this. And, by the way, there's no need to wait for World Science Day to test it out. I have a plethora of wacky holidays I can share with you. Just saying. Back to you at the GME studio.
I love her so much. Oh my goodness.
Me too, Jello. Me too.
Donna cracks me up, but she delivers such a great message about surprise and delight marketing. And she just had her big show and tell this Tuesday. So you can't go watch it live, but it is there for the replay. And it is amazing because I haven't watched the whole thing. I watched a clip on silent because we were in the middle of something else, but everybody else saw my face as soon as it started playing. So please, please, please go watch it because you'll just not regret it. So you can find Donna's YouTube channel at Donna Bender Giving. So please go ahead over there to check her out.
And do we have the slide? I don't know that we have the slide for it.
Ooh,
we did
I
have
people in the green room saying 1 second.
Okay, there we go.
Yes.
So let me just make a slight confession. I think it's important. She might have a sidekick in the big show and tell who has no pride left. I will just say that. I have no pride left. But it was hysterical. But her point, Jill, like what you were saying, her point is so important. When we appreciate someone, we should show them. We shouldn't wait. So I'm going to call another audible. I know that y'all are shocked, but I am going to call another audible and tell you out loud, Jill Olish, while you are listening, how grateful I am for you. Because I think that this is one of those times where time can slide by and it goes quickly. That's the whole thing. You look up and another year has passed or, another season has gone by. And I don't want to miss the opportunity to say how much all of us appreciate you and what you do for this community. So I am going to take Donna's lead and I'm going to say how much I appreciate you live and in public and everything, just so you know.
Well, thank you so much.
You are very welcome. I also want to mention quickly, and yes, this is absolutely a commercial. Let me say that. We don't hide anything up in here. This is for Kajabi. Kajabi is something that is an amazing tool that has helped us greatly. It's what all of our clients use. It's what all of our community goes to. That's their go-to. So we want to remind everybody that it's half price for the next year, but you have to sign up in the next 10 days. If you do, you get to be included in website royalty. So we just want to include that as a bonus. We want to say it out loud, and that's our little commercial. We're just going to keep talking about it while it's on sale because I've never seen it that price before.
Never.
Yeah. So you are tuning into Good Morning Entrepreneurs, and we are so glad you are with us today for show number 85. And today's theme is choosing the right tools like Kajabi. And I also want to mention that we have a GME directory where you can connect with all the roving reporters. And I don't want anyone to miss that opportunity to connect with everyone because everyone on the show is doing amazing things. So please go and connect with them.
Yeah. So we have up next our question of the week. And I'm going to go ahead and read that so we can go ahead and answer that. How do I know which website platform to choose?
So I'm going to say that you don't have to choose Kajabi. That's our favorite. That's the one that we use and believe in. A website is something where a lot of people just skip the importance of it. And if you ever listen to our Denise Millay, she's going to really tell you how important it is, because she has a whole entire, like, she's the findability queen. She's like all kinds of wisdom that she shares also. But if they can't find you, they can't do business with you. So if you don't have a website, if you don't have a home for your business to live, where are they going to come and, pay you for your services, or find out more information about you, or do something with you other than you need a home for your business? That's your online home. So I think when you choose one, you need to choose one that's easy to use. You need to choose one that you don't have to have a degree to understand it. I certainly do not. Jill, what other things would you suggest someone looking for choosing a platform?
Especially starting out, when the price is right, that is something that was always something that I was looking out for, not just if it was easy or not, and if it had all the pieces in one spot, so I didn't have to go find all the other tools I wanted to use along with my website. And I also want to do a little plug in here as well, but you and I just recorded 2 episodes on BBG, the Buckets and Boom Gates podcast, about websites and how hard we had it when we first chose ours. And then also on the side, how much we love Kajabi after those experiences. So if you are looking and trying to decide on a website platform, those aren't too long of an episode to go look into and see if that can help you make your decisions.
Great ad, Jill. See why she's like amazing? Let me see which way to point to her. Like, so let's head on over to half of the Salty Sisters and one of our other favorite humans in the world, and that's Kat Cortado with Health and Wellness for Entrepreneurs. Kat Cortado is a proud military veteran, health and wellness professional, founder of Small Space Pilates, movement specialist for injury, illness, and cancer recovery, podcast host, published author, and GME Roving Reporter.
So what I want to know is, you have a no perfection policy. What do you mean when you say that?
For anyone who is watching, you may be of a certain age and remember videos from certain fitness experts. And they were all great. But if you notice, the camera lighting was great, their hair was great, their makeup was perfect, everything was perfect. And no offense to that. However, I don't have that kind of crew. It's just me. And I thought, when I am teaching people, whether it's Pilates or anything else, they always want to try to be perfect. And I said, I just want you to move. Just move. And so the no perfection policy is also about me. I don't want people to come to a Small Space Pilates class in the yacht club and expect perfection from me, because I'm not perfect. And if I'm not perfect, I don't expect perfection from anybody else.
I love that explanation.
So no perfection policy is perfect for this episode
Right.
of this segment. We don't know where the music was coming from. However, we love the music. That's our favorite, but we don't know where it was coming from. Forgive us, Kat. I'm thankful that she gets it, but that was hysterical. Jill, I just want to say.
It definitely didn't belong there, but
But, that's right, but. Well,
good.
I'm pulling an audible. Let me just say, I know y'all are shocked. I am pulling an audible because Kat mentioned the yacht club. She mentioned the fact that she wants us to move. She is a movement specialist. Like, she is all of that. But I want to put on the agenda one of the latest things that Kat has done, and something coming up which she has not announced yet, but I am a big mouth, y'all. I'm just going to say. So let me hold, please, because I think I have it in here already. And if I don't, I'm going to have to hurry up. So I am so sorry. No, of course it's not there. Hold, please. It will be just 1 second to upload. Oh, well, I thought it would be 1 second. Nope, it won't be. So I do not have it. Kat, you're safe because it would not load. I'm like, oh my gosh, seriously. So I guess the thing I'm going to have to do, Jill, is play another video out of like sequence because I can't pull up just the image.
Go for it.
Yeah, Jill and I are in charge, y'all. We're just going to say we're in charge.
Let's do it.
Well, maybe we're not in charge. We just think we are, but we're going to try it anyway, right?
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting.
I know that I wasn't supposed to share it yet. Let me just say that. I get it. I'm probably going to be in trouble when I get done, but I can't help it. So I'm going to spill the beans some more. And I know that she's probably like mortified behind the scenes, but here it goes, y'all. There's a challenge coming in January, and it is going to be the Keep It Moving challenge I heard today. And let me just tell you something. Cat will change your life. Absolutely change your life. If you want to get a preview of that, I would say go to the Yacht Club. She gives you a free week. So there's that part. So I don't get in trouble for not following the agenda. However, I think you need to know it's all married into this brilliant book that Cat is publishing. Don't go to the barcode on the video because it's not good. It was one that I had to put in because it wouldn't let me not put one in. So it has a barcode, but it is not available yet. So the challenge in January will have prizes. It will have Kat's new book involved. It will have all kinds of stuff, but Kat will change your life if you just slow your roll and listen to her and just keep it moving.
I love that. So exciting. Oh my gosh, 2025, here we come. But there is a second half to our Salty Sisters. So I'd like to head on over to Yvonne Marchese with her segment on entrepreneurship later in life.
Yvonne Marchese is the president of the Age Agitators Club, creator of the Aging Playfully Play Shop, podcast host, published author, branding photographer, summit leader, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim. This is Yvonne Marchese coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. I have with me today a documentary filmmaker, Melissa Davey, who has a new film that she has just birthed out into the world that's amazing called Climbing into Life. It's on the festival circuit right now. And here's the thing. Melissa was not always a documentary filmmaker. At the age of 65, she left her big corporate career to switch gears and pursue her love of filmmaking. And Melissa, my question for you today is, what was that mind shift like of going from corporate C-suite to independent filmmaker?
Well, it was really different. I will tell you that. My whole identity for more than 2 decades, and even before that in my other jobs, I was, I had an elevated position, but my identity was the the top dog within the industry in the company that I was in. I was it. So I was lauded on a regular basis. I received awards. I got bonuses, all those great things that come with being a successful work person. Then boom, quick, I'm a filmmaker all by myself. Nobody's patting me on the back. And it was hard for me mentally in the very beginning to make that transition so I could feel that now I'm by myself. I don't have a company behind me. I don't have a title anymore other than the one that I just made up about myself, calling myself a filmmaker. So there is a huge emotional and egotistic component to making that type of a change.
How were you able to get through the mind block that was inside and still keep moving forward?
I think I was at an age where I was able to put those thoughts aside because I knew they wouldn't serve me.
Melissa, thank you so much for being with me today. And people can find you at melissadavy.com.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
That's all for now. Back to you in the studio.
I think it's absolutely wild that Yvonne has over 200 episodes, which means she also has interviewed just as many people, me being one of them. So knowing exactly who she gets to interview like this and seeing tidbits of what they get to talk about on the podcast is just so enlightening, especially knowing that that's where I'm heading in age too. So if you haven't yet, go listen to Late Bloomer Living podcast with Yvonne. Check out all of the interviews that she has done and get some good information about entrepreneurship and aging.
I love it, Dilo. In episode 202, that's the one we want to point out with Melissa Davy. If you haven't seen her documentary that's on, I think it's still on Netflix, you need to go check that out too, because that is an amazing thing that I was blown away by what she well, I don't want to give it away. But it's a great documentary. Go check it out, Melissa Davy. And I agree with you, Jillo. I've listened to many of those 202 episodes, and it's wonderful. So speaking of wonderful, let's go into our next segment with our wonderful findability queen herself, Denise Millay, helping entrepreneurs be findable online. Denise Millay is the findability queen, search marketing consultant, technology simplifier, host of the virtual scavenger hunt, published author, summit leader, and GME Roving Reporter. How do I become more valuable in a search engine's looking for good things to put out there or to share?
You go beyond the surface. You go beyond the basics of things, and you provide in-depth, helpful, useful information. Nothing is worse than pulling up a white paper and finding out it's only 2 paragraphs that says, contact us for more information. That is not helpful and useful. All of the things that people talk about, getting to number 1 and all these other things, may matter for Nike or Coca-Cola or, some of those big corporations. But for us, we're trying to make connections with real people. So providing real, helpful, useful content is your best bet. And including things that make your content better, images, formatting, audio, video, whatever you can to enrich it, to make it a solid piece of information.
Oh my goodness. I'm not really sure what's going on with the music, y'all. We're just going to be transparent about we don't know, but we're so sorry because I don't want that to interfere with the brilliance coming from our findability queen, because what she was talking about was making connections in your business by creating useful content. And if you haven't gone to Denise, her website, let me go there first. If you have not gone to our website, you need to, because she's got tons of useful, helpful content. but she is building something even bigger. Let me call it bigger and better. She is building something that I'm so proud of her because she is answering her FAQs out loud on YouTube so that people can go to YouTube at denise.malay. I'm going to tell you, if you have any tech question in your entire being, go and subscribe. That's the first thing you do. Go subscribe to her channel because she's dropping absolutely brilliant things. And Denise is also an affiliate for Kajabi. So if you're interested in going and talking to Denise about Kajabi too, let me just put that out there. Go connect with Denise. No matter what, go connect with Denise. But she's also our website guru around here, helping all of us be more findable. And we're sorry about the music.
Yes. But I think there's a few of us in here that are living proof that Denise is wonderful with what she teaches all of us in the community.
I think you're talking about one particular wonderful human that's coming up, Jello, that just passed 1.3 million thanks to following Denise's advice.
Mm-hmm. But do we need to talk a little bit more about Kajabi before we move on to Adam's segment?
Well, the only thing I really want to add to the Kajabi stuff is it is half off for the next year. I just am blown away by that. It's like I want to go start another account just so I can get the discount again, right? It's very good. It is an all-in-one platform. It can actually host a podcast. It hosts your courses, your classes, your community. It has email. It has obviously great website and easy to use blog. What else, Jello? Help me.
Oh, goodness. I think you said everything.
Oh, I'm sure I didn't.
There's tons. Tons.
Tons of stuff. Yes, tons of stuff.
Well, with that being said, yes, let's head over to Adam Rothenberg with his segment on entrepreneurs in entertainment.
Adam Rothenberg is the interview king, media personality, creator of the Call Me Adam entertainment platform, published author, podcast host, red carpet correspondent, associate producer, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim. It's Adam, and I'm back in the closet for yet another edition of Behind the Curtain. And today, I want to talk about the time I got to meet EGOT winner Whoopi Goldberg. I have been a fan of Whoopi since the 1980s. Some of my favorite Whoopi Goldberg movies are Burglar, Ghost, Sister Act, and Boys on the Side. I have also been lucky enough to see Whoopi on Broadway. And now, here's the behind the curtain story. In 2003, Whoopi was starring on Broadway in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I was fortunate enough to see the show and really enjoyed Whoopi's performance. Now, the night that I saw the show, it was in the middle of winter. And because it was so cold outside, there weren't that many people waiting for her at the stage door. But I was one of the crazy people who did. Now, as Whoopi came out from the stage door, I asked her if we could take a photo together. She was very nice and let me take a picture with her. I have yet to interview her, but every time I watch her on The View or one of her movies, I think back to this wonderful night. And that is today's Behind the Curtain story. It's back to you in the GME studio.
Adam has met some of the most amazing people that I'm like, whoever would be able to just meet someone like that?
Adam.
Yeah. So happy to know Adam now. Thank you, Adam, for letting me live vicariously through you. Speaking of which, do you have a photo of this amazing interaction? Oh my goodness. How awesome.
I love it.
Oh goodness. It's so inspiring to have that kind of interaction with somebody that high up on the social ladder, it feels like. Speaking of which, I mean, we have some pretty high social ladder people here with all these queens and kings and princesses. In our next segment, some of our Oh, go ahead.
Wait, though, we have to talk about the 1.3 million visitors to Adam's entertainment platform.
Yes. My
you're not-
apologies.
You're fine, but if we don't talk about it, I'll bust.
Yes.
I can't help it. 1.3 million so far have come to Adam's entertainment platform to see what he's got going on, and who I think it's Kat and I decided the other day it's easier to just know the list of people he doesn't know. That's much easier. But callmeadam.com is his entertainment platform, and you need to go and check it out, because if you're not one of the 1.3 million people, you're missing out.
Yes.
There we go, Jill.
Perfect.
Just had to handle that.
So we are going to head into our Princess Speak segment. Learning how to put this on.
Love it. So what Jill was trying to mention was all this royal crew we hang out with in Princess Speak. And our Princess Speak word of the week, or words I should say, is shortening the learning curve. Well, we've been talking about Kajabi today. We do think that that's one way to shorten the learning curve. Use a great tool. I'll tell you another way I believe shortening the learning curve. It's hanging out with these amazing humans on this screen. I think as a community, we rock with information for each other and help each other along the way. And it's one of my favorite parts about shortening the learning curve is to be with y'all.
Oh, I like that. One of the things that it makes me think of is how we go back to being simple. And instead of us having to do the hard, which then makes learning something hard, if we simplify it, that definitely shortens that learning curve for us.
I love that, Jill. I think that's really important to do that. I also simplify and take one step at a time. Mm-hmm. So the learning curve, the stress involved in getting there, sometimes it gets longer and heavier. So just taking a little bit at a time to learn can actually make acquiring information easier if you just do a little piece at a time.
Great ad, Denise Millay. I believe it's the king's turn on the screen.
I wasn't sure who was going first, me or the iconic Kat Corchado. Well, I'm going to say one thing that has helped me in shortening the learning curve is having a community like the My Sexy Business community, because I have learned so much inside the community about so many different aspects about entrepreneurship, whether it's from a tool like Kajabi or a design platform or something like that. If I had to learn that on my own, it would take me hours upon hours upon hours. And for example, on Wednesday, we were in our Groundwork Brigade mastermind, and we were talking about a design platform, and Kim showed me a way to create something. If Kim didn't show me how to do it, I'd be struggling with some of my designs. So it's pretty incredible. The power of community is what I'm going to say helps shorten the learning curve.
Love that, Adam, and thank you for your sweet words.
I'm just going to say ditto what everyone else said, but I do have an ad. Depending on what it is, I do believe that you have to learn the long way first before you know where the shortcut should be. And some people just want to know the shortcut right away, but maybe that shortcut, whatever it is you're using, isn't available to you. And then what? But if you know how to do the long version, I'm thinking of long division for those of you that have been around for a while. And then you learn a shorter way to do it. So I think learning it the long way and then learning the shortcut is invaluable.
I love that, Kat. I'm going to pull one more Audible out of my little Audible bag today. And I'm going to mention the fact that our pirate girl, who has been wearing her pirate hat because she did not have a crown. I had set all this stuff up, and I think this is very funny. I just want to say this. Choosing the right tools is important, but communicating the instructions is even more important sometimes. I sent her her beautiful new crown, and she wasn't supposed to open it, y'all, until today live. And she sends me a picture, and I'm like, did I not say that out loud? Like, anyway, I want to mention that, Chilo, that really is an honor of the time you have spent helping build this community and build up all the community members and doing all the things that you do. So we want to make it very obvious and evident and all of that good stuff, how much that crown fits your head and how much you are loved and appreciated around here.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad I did open it because I did keep it a secret until today. Because Adam asked before we went on, do you have your pirate hat? I did not give that away. So. This thing is heavy. I don't know if I have the responsibility shoulders for a heavy crown like this.
Heavy is the head who wears the crown. Like, that's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we do want to point out to you listening that we are silly around here, but it's because we are happy doing what we're doing. We're happy doing it together. And we don't want you to feel like you're left out, not an outsider. So if ever you want to send us a picture of you in your crown, send it. We're likely to share it on Princess Speak. So I'm going to say that because we take this very serious around here, but we have so much fun taking things serious.
Yeah.
So I hope that you all have enjoyed this episode. I hope you all have sent Jillo lots of love and appreciation. If you haven't yet, she is one of the roving reporters. All these beautiful humans on stage. You can connect with them with the mysexybusiness.com/GME. Scroll down, go to the directory and connect with everyone. They're all doing incredible things. Jillo, thank you for doing the Chronicles every week because I know that that is a lot of work. And we appreciate all the number updates because we're all in awe every week. We can't wait to come and see the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're watching, take all of this as inspiration and motivation. You are capable of doing these things. We all at one time thought we weren't, and we have proven otherwise, and you can as well. So we appreciate you being here. Again, happy 4 years, Jillo, on to 5.
Yay.
And love y'all. Join us next Friday at 7 a.m. Central.
This is the team signing off for Good Morning Entrepreneurs.